Hello. Is anybody out there? Don't believe the hype, we fight with our mind and in the spirit of the lyrical message. Fresh kids blessed with this definite lesson. Learned life one day, invested in passion. The best is fashion, 6 heads at a time. Promise session molasses, fed to the masses. Instead of my class and to the head of the line. Representing the madness, y'all said it was fine. Find a sedative rhyme, I want the president fight. Going veteran better, never get anything done. Whether in the sediment with element, intelligent rap. Not a tenor selling it, just quelling, y'all can tell him it's back.
Fuck the world police, coming straight from the underground. 2004, karma settles the score. That's ripple grip with their weak. The devil gets beat independent of their evil weakest spirit. Taking a bury a trap beneath. Road and streets, weak beliefs. Tedious days for a treacherous peace. While you sleep, got to think outside the cubicle. Jay pulling the wool over a sharper student in school. Who would have knew? Through the power of music, we would choose to dig deeper in order to find the power to use it. Keep talking about fluid, ruin your day with the movement. Lead the masses to the gathering and kill confusion.
Sun got sun, become the tongue of labyrinth. One by one we sung the song of sacrament. Tongues of lungs stung the drum tablets. Run for here he comes with the sun's off of it. Half of it is in a laminated cabinet, inhabited by a lemon, a man that is inanimate. If you were adequate, you would understand masochist without ever really having to ever take a acid trip. Pacific pacifist, Mexican masochist, multi-millennium, $1 million master mix. I am the asterisk before you were born and when disaster hits.
During the War of Independence fought by our forefathers against the British, which are under the rule of King George III. Currently America under Atlantis, headed by the Bush puppet known as George II. Grandfather Prescott Bush was a senator who sponsored the Council of Eugenics, a benefactor to the Nazis along with the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Diabolical bloodline traced back to the fourth dimensional devils, which is secretly control the agenda for the Brotherhood of United Nations of the Golden Order of the Dawn. Surrender of the microchips for the data will be gathered by a prophecy, chosen by a lineage to the gods which came down, bred with our women and rewrote history.
It's 1989, revamped, a millennium rap, decade and a half since it was stamped on the map. We're steadily bringing it back, attack the memory lapse, to where before confusion grew and altered the facts. The energy tap, the medicine, the remedy traps. The top of free thinking that got Kennedy capped is right in my back, hoping I can slip through the cracks. Collapse within the same position Gandhi had sat, alarming the frats, attacking us with bars on our tats for permanent naps. Where death may be the ultimate tax, subordinate attack, slap box or ordinance pass. Lady Liberty's torch scorched the states in my grasp.
Something is covering your eyes, whether taken by surprise, disillusioned by disguise. I hold the power of flower and song. I'm too old to stand on this tower and be wrong. Are you a bird or a burden? Love is the constant message that I keep rewording. The reason that your life is such a mess is that you keep forgetting that sunlight always overpowers darkness. Even when you're not near, I hear your spirit. Although incoherent, I still fear it. If you don't understand that I'm talking to you, then you'll never realize that my love was really true. I drifted as you sifted through. Once a doubter, now all that remains is the powder of the outer. Nothing left but raw cane. When you left raw pain, ordained ministers administered brainwashing elixirs, squashing thoughts that I had missed her. In the name of slow fires, and until everything that I know expires, it is you that I desire. Catapult into your adult coat. Instead I revolt like a branded coat. On the right dare, I'd avoid the light's glare and step into your basic nightmare and fight fair on what's left. Daniel Ramirez, born Valentine's Day 1974, also known as Memo to many, a member of Family of Mexican descent crew. CEO of Memo Records. Mastermind behind the curtains. International player. Memo, you were my brother. You're not like all of the others. Remember when you made the name to mix up in the back of the Palisades bus? Let's face it, I had to laugh. We were sitting in basic math just because Gloria Luna had a nice ass and she was also in the class. Then after school, we came up with the OMD crew and you were cool. You were one of the original 5 and we were destined to take the whole world live. I remember you helped me survive. You were one of the people that made me strive. Then at 20, you had a heart attack. I wasn't sure if you were really coming back, but then you caught a heart transplant. The whole world went into chant. Let's forward the date. Memo robbed my roommates. Remember all the fun we had. Remember when you brought 14 hood rats through my pad. Memo, I think about you nightly. Remember when you told me that Colette didn't like me? At first I thought it was a curse, but I'm glad you got to go to WrestleMania with Murs. The other night you really made me antsy when you told me that you were in love with my sister Nancy. I know that shit is real. Thank you for telling me exactly how you feel. Guess what? She loves you as I love you, and we both miss you too. I cried as you died in my embrace. I was the last to see your face. Now you own the golden hour. You will forever be a flower. Now I know I don't need anything. Memo and everything.
I must have paged God once an hour today, and I sat there waiting for the phone to ring. I would love to talk to a friend that I haven't seen in days. Perros used to bark this way, laughing a lot. High drunk at some spot, looking for women at every turn of the clock. Trying to make sure that you women get your boots and your skirt and your blouse and your jacket all pretty and sunny. And that's the way we used to love them. And you could ask Danny, but back in the days we were scheming with women on the party line. Going out crazy almost every night. We love them and leave them, but then later need them. I got love for you, homie. I got love for your spirit, and I hope you can hear it. We're like barbecue and snake eyes, or bulletproof Jedis. But not really, we're just two busters with cotton mouth and red eyes. And you were always the true master of wisdom, relieving my pain and erasing my prison. The true resurrection, Daniel Ramirez, and I hope you can hear this. Well, I just might die if I put these words together. Death might be my child if I share this all with you. Well, I just might die if I put these words together. Death might be my child if I share this all with you. Well, I just might die if I put these words together. Death might be my child if I share this all with you. Death might be my child if I share this all with you. Death might be my child if I share this all with you.
I'm a civil servant like a silver surfer. Simple serving, your smelly salt and sulfur are over. Sickle cell sun splash. someone send me psycho realm gas mask? I heard they fill the flask. At least I got the skills to ask who was the killer behind the taskmaster. Classic class disaster. Fast pastor lies about the past faster. The question is the answer. The answer is the question. The cancerous suspension. For the monkey wrenching to the demented inventions that'll get their attention. I feel just like an EMT with the leniency to go to the DMC and to the DNC. I'm just being me, full frequency, firefighting and free.
I rebuke you, no, you are nothing. An empty flash in a dying storm, a soundless lightning without even touching the crust that plays the weak by frightening them with an umbrella of faithless eyes. You are less than a mother who ignores her baby's cry. Cradle, pass it by, father, with no focus, cause his brain is surrounded by centipedes that sting with lies. Then Lucifer enters with anger, and the family becomes unstable. House falls off the foundation, you're searching. So, older man removing little girl's clothes. Temptation, aggravated lady kills the neighbor's daughter. Have you taken them with you? My true fears that the world is more so much. I can't hear you now, really, I can't. You're too stupid, and I know my father's voice. The warmth and grace, and you are nothing. Missing bodies from the grave while hovering over them is a bloody face. Me, I'm their shield, son of soul, my energy soul, guardian of reality, strength of faith. I no longer hate you, cause you are nothing, and I rebuke you. Leave. If I put these words together, death might be my child if I share this all with you. Well, I just might die. If I put these words together, death might be my child if I share this all with you. Well, I just might die. If I put these words together, death might be my child if I share this all with you. Death might be my child if I share this all with you. Death might be my child.
Hopeless, hopeless, political purpose. Smoke the book with hideous corpus. Radius focus, radiation smoke test, aviation broke west. Illuminate, memomania instead of a millennium. Pentium alien since 81. I have been awaiting the sun, aiding and abating to what has been done. Pacific telesis, Pacific telesis, Pacific pellets miss, terrific terrorists. Ancient analysts and an anarchist, sender anarchist, defender with a kiss. Medley, I'm an elevated entity, contaminated energy, laminated mentally. As the face of the world grows thin, I dance in a trance all night and become him. One wind does not equal one wind. Run into the shade of the gun that the sun sends. Done in, I'm done with this skin, ready to become one within. Kindling gram of the moon, come home soon. Mushroom and bloom over this gloom and doom, and open the room and put hope in the womb. I can't cope in this tomb. Isotopes and monsoons consume, along with the notes from this tune. I'm supposed to be doomed. I'll be compost in June, dead and buried, well read and married, led and carried to the belief that I will one day be a leaf. Not even the will to live should ever kill to give. Elaborate, labyrinth, maverick, collaborative, aboriginal tablets of Arabic. I am the ambiance in a fabulous ambulance, and it will stop. 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 And it will.
You sympathize, you express concern, hiding behind sugar-plum visions of eternal light. So afraid to face reality.
Another awesome autumn blossom in the bottom. Overwhelming color fast, pulverizing mother mass. Life is too short to be sad, and knives are the sport of the mad and the sword of the fad. Follow through to swallow you. Conflict of interest, inflicting interest. I have bricks and fabrics and carefully place the words I dabble and babble with. Pivotal digital nature. If you fidget or are not original, then I hate you. Progress is our guess is no less. No to no less, and got to focus. Plot to process, the end is endless. Defend the friendless against 10 defendants. And the appendage of independence, always at advantage with my attendance. Reminder that even blind we're not a blur. Show him that to know when is to grow then. I'd rather be more in than way all out. I can't fathom pouring the talk, lack of doubt. Soar over the core of a nuclear fallout. And you hear me call out, and it will stop.
Both of these men are egotistical maniacs. Everybody knows that.
Ladies and gentlemen, now approaching the ring, weighing in at about 148 pounds, straight out of Midtown, one half the Brainbusters, although not a buster, the magnificent Sting. True ring technician, arm drag to submission, whole competition, full possible way. Did I forget to mention, back in the day, that top turnbuckle from that song, Sun Spray, so one way or another, brother, I'ma get you inside of the square circle, and definitely hurt you serious, really bad, something awful. Severely injured every one of my contenders with my signature ender. It's called the mutilator. It's sorta like a crippler crossface mixed with the full Nelson. Throw in a sunset, flip a slight toss of the hip, guaranteed to end the match on the 1, 2, 3 tip. And just to see if there's any tough guys in the house, on my way out, I'ma walk through the crowd, punching every motherfucker that's trying to get loud, swinging like I'm trying to put a hole in your face. But don't trip off of me. I'm really just mad cause I don't have that championship gold around my waist. But by the end of this EP, I bet you see the double B, me and 2 Max with the GOLD. Led to victory by our manager Memo. About to bring the titles home and it's no problemo. Bring the titles back and it's gonna hurt. Who is the Beverly Brothers first manager who eliminated me, Master, in the Royal Rumble? Who received the Intercontinental title gotta get the $1 million bill out of the people pawn shop non-stop. We gotta destroy the strike force. Murs and mind clouders move salt with mic force. We the bomb, what you think? As Tom Zink or as Paul Roma. None of you motherfuckers is too tall for a coma. Even Rick Martel is on the dick. He says he's sick of this shit and he wants to join our clique. And I don't mean to disrespect, but Murs and 2 Max are the only prospects. Brainbusters, the only bees at the bell. We beat Brian Blair and Trippin' Jim Brazil. Then we beat the Midnight Rockers with much success for trying to bite the midnight and the rock and roll express. Yes, yes, and that's word to Kevin Sullivan. I swung 11 bottles of Culligan, that blackjack mulligan. And then there's some Barry Windham. I buried them in a casket match and then I pinned them. And then there's Bro Kendo. Memo threw him out the window, then began to roll all of fucking Indo. And then we played some Nintendo. What tag team defeated Demolition on Saturday night's main event?
He was just trying to get his leg away from him and it inadvertently slipped and hit him in the mouth.
Baby, I ain't joking, and it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think we got the love that is hard to love. Baby, I ain't joking, and it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think we got the love that is hard to love. My name is 2Max, metaphor born from Orc. Looking for my monogamous Mindy, right your girl Indy. Desire a girl to befriend me, but not to entirely up in me. I have pictures of a woman that I loved in an album, daydreaming of a different outcome. I wear my heart on my sleeve, as hard as it seems. My heart rips apart of the seams and bleeds. Sometimes she's so beautiful, whenever she's angry. Why would a girl who's so pretty and smart fall in love with an underground MC? I took her to the Dark Leaf concert. You said you never heard of them. Well, how cool is that? So I went to your room and read your diary. Took you to the show and showed the turntables. And then my heart started listening to hip-hop blends. Yo, fall in love all over again. Come on, baby, I ain't joking. And it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think we got the love that is hard to love. Come on, baby, I ain't joking. And it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think we got the love that is hard to love. Well, she doesn't have a Cinderella syndrome. Hard like a drummer, summer color skin tone. She's like a cardiac still beating. From the top of the clouds to the bottom of the reef. Sharks smell blood from a mile away. She's like a beautiful mermaid with legs. I love you so much that I'm hating your guts, and all I need is your everlasting touch. Sometimes she's so beautiful, whenever she's angry. How could somebody so pretty and smart fall in love with an underground MC? You stuck your hand on my chest and then you ripped out my heart. Well, it's still beating in your hands. When it gets broke, it won't heal or recover. Once upon a time, this love we discovered. Crossing my T's and then I'm dotting my I's. Sign my name in blood. Water's thicker than mud, because it doesn't help bringing up the past. I talk so slow because my mind moves fast, baby. She's so beautiful. Whenever she's angry, how could somebody so pretty and smart fall in love with an underground MC? How could someone who's so pretty and smart fall in love with an underground MC? Baby, I ain't joking, and it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think we got the love hard to love. Come on, baby, I ain't joking. And it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're nice. We are the love that is hard to love. Baby, I ain't joking. And it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're nice. We are the drugs that are hard to struggle. Come on, baby, I ain't joking. And it's not what I'm smoking, and it's not what I'm smoking. I really think you're nice. We are the love that is hard to love. It's like, baby, I ain't joking. Baby, I ain't joking. Awol, 1-1, I ain't joking. 2 Max, baby, I ain't joking. OD, on the mix, I ain't joking. Yeah, hey, baby, I ain't joking. Hey, baby, I ain't joking.
Dig it, dig it.
Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the 2Max Hotel. What's up, Pale Soul? Dominion, Bishop,
Nah, you can't
Old
stay in that
Dominion.
room. Subtitles in that room.
What's up, Scooter?
No, you can't
Smoke.
stay in that room either.
What's going
He's
down,
keeping
man?
that room.
JFK, yeah.
You can't even smoke in the
You
kitchen.
heard that song
'cause
by Drew
Rexall's
Down?
in the kitchen.
The Loonies?
Yeah,
Where he says smoke, he goes, damn, I hate it when they try to test my
Smoke
real
yourself to
folks
anything
and
but
end up
fridge.
getting smizzed. No.
You don't remember that? Yeah,
That's,
I'll take you to go get some tacos.
Rescue 911.
Let's go.
When you come to LA and play at the Nitty Factory and you wanna stay at my house, then you gotta get in the Speedy Factory. Metaphor is immaculately assault around your daiquiri, hitting in your accurately. Pull out your sack, not just a sack of jewelry, but if you got a sack, then you be caught up in the automata. Being me and no dominion, and I'm a moderate fear. Just remember, we're all martyrs in the mirror. We're here with weird beards and still your bear is clear. We're still here to feel your tears. Real hip hop, homie, 3 in the morning, you left it real long locked. If you can't see the warning, but like half a weekend, give it all you got. But I got less than half a weekend to make a hit when I'm hot. We're like a never run this soundtrack with a hell of a plot. We'll always be surrounding you with just a shell and a shot. And damn, I hate it when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smizzed though. Damn, I hate when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smizzed though. Damn, I hate when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smizzed though. Damn, I wanna say what's up to my real folks. This beat is done by the homie Smizz though. 2Max flex, much more than a tummy muscle. Me a Rexall, I definitely on the money hustle. Got a new girl that's in the purses and jacket, so I gotta travel the world and put the verse in the bracket. Got a bold and just pack it. Out of control this bracket that you couldn't even track it with 1-800 prime TV and a low jacket. My arms are here to fucking hold you, kid. I would've never let you go knew that if I had known you said hidden the arty left what you said to Marty Croft. Get the Bacardi off, wondering if I was off with her. Funnel it through the filter, running shit through the tunnel and having fun till it wilted. Damn, I hate it when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smeared. No, damn, I hate when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smeared. No, damn, I hate when they try to test my real folks and end up getting smeared. No, damn, I wanna say what's up to my real folks. This beat is done by the homie Smears. No,
One, two, app is coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. Check it. Confusion is a desert mirage illusion. If it's on television, it's not revolution. Confusion is a tongue twister. Betty bought her boss some butter, but she said her batter's bitter. If she put it in her batter, it'd make her batter bitter. So she bought some better butter and her batter wasn't bitter. So twice Betty bought her boss some butter, but her batter wasn't bitter. Confusion is a tongue twister. Rick the rapper wrote a rhyme with rich and regal remedy. He ran a race and rapped a run and rose to roll a Philly B. No miggity, really dio. Rick the rapper was real and really could flow. Here's the reenactment. I'm real with a real rough rhyme. Reign supreme and on a suckers parade the party cause I'm a ruckus a renegade. Ride. Really, the Rick refused a rally by rivals. Enraged, he riveted. Roller coaster ride ripped it. Rapidly rolling them up in and out. Rick says they about reverse repetition and biting when they record. Romancing the vocal with reverb. Running it through gates and really disguising the otherwise raunchy. Gasping for lack of proper respiratory. Rick resumes to raise the room with roaring tunes. And writes a rhyme with rich and regal remedy. Confusion is a tongue twister.
Mathematically selected.
We've got some information here, but we can't make any. We've got some information here, but we can't make any. We've got some information here, but we can't make anything out of it. Maybe you can. We've got some information here, but we can't make any. We've got some information here, we can't make any.
Confusion. Confused. I approach every confusing conversation, knowing you talk with a grace to charm a snake. I make observations, I can see it on your face, you're fake. Your expression says it all. You leave me with the impression you're unaware of your own downfall into a pitfall, hole in depression. Mine all confused like a jigsaw puzzle, struggling for attention at any cost. No rat running around these underground tunnels, searching for rebuttals, frustrated and lost with no direction. Misled and misconstrued, left with limited clues and misread cues. Got your head twisted like screws. From Manhattan to Baton Rouge, we keep this shit tighter than Ebenezer Scrooge, with everything to lose and nothing to gain except clarity. My third eye remains clarified, with views well tuned, refined, defined with the mind design, combined with minds of strength after a length of time. I've come to this conclusion: never risk being disillusioned, sidetracked or distracted by intrusion, while feeling confined, questioning who's on what side as you slip into seclusion during the midst of confusion.
But confusion is just a 9-letter word, absurd. I hear that confusion is the devil's illusion. Well, up till now I've been to hell and back. React to learn and take your turn and act. I'm just like a sponge feeding off this humanity. But when I die, I'm taking all of you with me. Music is a big escape to insanity. Confused in the forest, just like a gypsy. So make your neighbors hear this song all night long. And when I die, I'm taking all of you with me. So turn it up and tune it out. What's it all about? Unplug the power source, disconnect the generator. Lost all access, focus on the EQ. Now I'm confused, so what do? The sidewalk is up, the sky is under my feet. I'm upside down, I'm reaching up for the street. So what's the Webster definition of confusion? By myself, it's a pitch black seclusion. Confusion is not knowing that you're in the middle of an art film and you don't know where the plot's going. Spots glowing on your hands and on your back. Get your skin bubbles into 100 candles of wax. How you handling that? Your lack of imagination brings you back to the innovation that your words are whack. Silly slurs, relax, sun got sun shirt, shellax. Cinnamon stacks and syllable sacks. Gone like John Baker and Punch. Never to return like 50 pounds on Pharaoh Monch. Prince said my poetry was unorganized. Since then I've been in Oregon making sure no one dies. Confusion is in the hearts of all of you. That's why I appear in parts like Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 in front of you. And yet in back of your mind I'm an unknown shape that is exactly
physical in the Magnavox Stargate. We start late, media hype and die young, blood believing it's right. So when do we age beyond this letter gauge? The altar skeleton silhouette sacrificing center stage, peeling the plots to the buried corpse that once held a course for humanity's natural vitality. Instead, we've given birth to a synthetic anatomy programmed to seed legal genocide. The population control, confused in the hole, confused till you blow. How do you mice like this crazy maze? I made it just for you to be confused. There are no walls or no doors, and that lonesome road you're on, it goes nowhere. There's a one-way sign that points in all directions. Destination, no man's land. All communication lines are down, and that town you live in is under construction. But just one puzzle piece is missing. You look puzzled like some confusing stuff just happened. Are you confused? Cause you got a bad reputation for creating confusion. Like some type of high magician, you cast the illusion that left me under the impression that you watch too much television. Let me adjust the set, cause I'm getting such bad reception. I can see clearly now through all this blurry vision. Your foggy memory is clouded with crystal clear confusion. No one can seem to offer me an honest solution to this problem I've been having. Does anyone have any useless disinformation? Do you have any clues or a lead as to who's to blame for all this confusion you've been causing? Is so evil and deceiving, it's misleading me to believe in everything that you're saying is nothing but a contradiction. Do you know what happens when what you're preaching doesn't match your actions? Do you know what happens when your whole foundation is built on top of a pile of lies? I watched the whole shit fall apart at the seams. It seems to me dazed and confused, gazing at your illustrations. It appears you have used confusion to create a diversion, to stray the attention away from your own delusions. Everyone's pointing their fingers in the opposite direction of their self. When confronted with the truth, false accusations, situations that never really happen, wasted conversations of meaningless suggestions and endless jargons that all add up to nothing but a bunch of confusion. Confuse my mind and tell me lies, tie me up, blindfold my eyes from the light. You tried to keep me in the dark, you tried your best to hide the truth from my sight. You look just like a confused little brat that can't understand the difference between what's right or wrong. You confuse yourself with something you are not. You confuse me for someone else. You confuse what is fact for what is false. Confucius say you are confused.
Paranoia will destroy ya.
Imagine if everything that ever happened in your life was a lie. Would you roll over and die? Have you ever heard of the theater of the absurd? What if nothing in life ever occurred? Then where would you be? Think very thoroughly. What if everywhere you went you were never late, no early? No dress code, you're never young or old. Would you worship a pot of gold if you were never to be hot or cold? Disappear into the soil like so much used motor oil? Who would you be strong and recoil and live forever just like aluminum foil? Assuming you don't boil. Now your life is styrofoam, you're caught up in the spiral form. These are the things I think about when I brainstorm and never conform.
Crushing elements of ignorance with intelligence. Henceforth, the wicked cannot distort the truth any longer. Many years I fell victim to fallacies, chasing pipe dreams and fantasies, causing a wanted animosity towards industrial pimps that lied to the masses, saying how simple that they had it. I never envisioned the dark side of this, but with God in the head that know the biz is my witness. Take off those rose-colored lenses and ask yourself where an artist's creative control is in the hands of the label A&R and exec table. Bullshit if you think you're paid on record sales. The money fronted pales in comparison to studio engineer costs. If you thought it would pay your rent, well that's where you're lost. Promotional booking and touring is where your cash is. And from this, how much is your manager getting again? So I ask you all, is it really worth it? Is falling to corporate decisions all your purpose? Please avoid the sidewinding serpent. Investigate the underground knowledge before you surface. Hold your own. Your music is your element. Take control of your situation. Put down your records independent. Understand? Understand the government and industry's the catalyst.
Justice and liberty for all, I recall. The only justice justice I know plays hardball. Now you're dropping raw sewage in the ocean that I swim. Bacteria be fucking up my skin. Cows get injected to quicken the process of the growth. No wonder last night I had the runs when I ate that meatloaf. Foods are pesticide to avoid fruit flies. Pollution in the sky when the bus passes by, but the bus must pass by because insurance is too high. People in low budget homes can't afford to drive. Gas is too much, minimum wage should be raised. It should be illegal for anyone to lay back and get blazed. These days are going by too fast. Life is unpredictable like a car crash. No one knows who will live, no will last. The name's chain smokers, that's if you ask. In it for the love, shape, shift, rearrange. Not in it for the cash, only respect and spare change. Express the way I feel about the problems around the globe. I'm sick and tired of hearing lies for a pot full of gold.
Understand the government and industry's the catalyst.
You ain't getting no money from our taxes unless you give the access to the codes. You gotta give in order to receive, and I receive nothing but lies for a pot full of gold.
Scrutinize, patronize, industrialize, and still they never realize. Fed to us in small doses, cause the truth poses a much greater threat. But yet they still sweat, cause the truth is leaking through the cracks. Paparazzi Nazis trying to get the facts. You want the answers? Put the needle to the wax. Useless eaters trying to teach the non-believers, cause in our system, government chooses leaders. Led to believe high school education is knowledge. Your votes don't mean shit, it's up to the electoral college. New laws were passed that were left off the ballot. Cops being taught in malice, violence, beating suspects with malice. And really, what do we know? What was censored, edited, and released on video? See what's going on right around the corner. But let me warn ya, it's not a pretty sight. Nowhere to hide, not even at night. Infrared vision 2020, flesh gutting metal, stomachs unsettled. Why is it every city got a ghetto? Evolving, revolving, resorting to revolvers, decorating your home with armor, an oxymoron like problem solvers. From the Badlands, I'm a bad man, never feeding out the black hand of man. A Bedouin of the shapeshifter brethren, prophesizing with a Cuban and 3 Mexicans. Reevaluate what you read, don't believe the shit that you see on TV. Is this too hard for you to follow? Too hard for you to swallow? Can you even begin to comprehend?
The shake of a can starts the story then. Next to the train tracks into the sewer drain. Now it's a storm drain chasing, they're coming close up on me. I find my way back into mid-city. Come out on West Boulevard and Pico, take the right down to the park. And through the catwalk, dark city nights shine on me. And all of a sudden they're wondering inside their house, should they call the police? Because somebody's in the park late night rapping. It's these politics, MC politics, these particular problems that always pick somebody like me who's sitting in this city just trying to come up when everything is falling. Now it's these rules and I'm trying to win my name back, Daniel Rodriguez, and I can't use it because of this warrant list that I have gained. And now I'm trying to find my own particular strength just to get out of it. And they're taking my manhood away, they're choosing my days and they're giving me time. I sit on top of this hourglass just waiting to change here today. Politics, these MC politics.
Understand the government and industry's the catalyst. Understand the government and industry's the catalyst.
Life imitates music, music imitates life. Life imitates music, music imitates life. Life imitates music, music imitates life. Music imitates life. Bleek the killer sound boy every day. DJ category 1, Robert Corey. Apartment full of records, turntable record. The biggest pervert that I know, selector. They say cause I'm young that I don't know everything and don't appreciate Watch the party swing, rat cans and spray paint at the hardware store, shifters blowing smoke on a Saturday night. Acting invisible, teenage wasteland, legendary mixtapes in full demand. Life twists and turns like walls, drip with colors. Since vinyl was invented, his skin hasn't been dented. DJ, rock the beat with your hands. It might wobble with the one-man band. All these MCs tribute to one DJ. Fly ID, B-boy, champion paved the way. A person like Walrus can't say goodbye, but this rhyme I wrote is probably my best try.
When you need a DJ for the show, Rob One. When you wanna borrow porno videos, Rob One. The announcer, always ready to rock the mic, fuck the bouncer. Always ready to have a fight, San Jose. We both started to tweak. We ended up driving home together like Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik. Oh shit, you were an asshole. 3 in the morning running out of Denny's real fast, yo, Rob. You always had my back. I put that on the AZ and D'Angelo plaque that you sent. You helped me pay the rent. Always down to DJ for a Mexican descent. Robert Corey, you were a friend of me. Remember that night that you had a fight with Bigger B? Now you're both so heavenly, evenly. You're going down in LA hip-hop history.
The only DJ I know to break a record, literally. In the middle of a set, upset the whole crowd. Speaking your opinion so loud that everybody had to listen. You were spinning at the Legend Club, but the G-string hoes didn't know what was up. Old school classics had them standing around until you started spinning some of that Foxy Brown and started dancing like a clown. Then all of a sudden the music ceases. Took the record off the table and you broke it into pieces. Then you grabbed the microphone. If you don't love hip-hop, then go the fuck home.
When we went to Lake Tahoe to rock a house party, you were on the ones and twos and through LAOG. You've been doing the utmost to represent Cali. And the time you lent to organize the rhymes, to put on various mixtapes, the coverage was necessary, making fools around the world put the pen to the line. But you must follow the pattern of the creator's design. The only so-called bigwig to pick up the unsigned. If you were ever in a bind, then try to call Rob One. Can't be stopped one. Always someone on the run, keeping the party cracking like cocking shotguns. But you've only left here, see, your life has just begun.
Yo, hey yo, Rob One. Remember rockin' Rapid Transit District? If a 217 came by, you know we had to diss it. Still a driver sweater, a hat to trade later. When I bounced to the mic, yo, you stuck with the fader. I see this painted on Melrose and La Brea. You made the turntable more than just a record player. We was ditching John Wells to still paint. My brother, you're immortal, you're a hip-hop saint. It's just 2 days ago when OG told me about this record for the wealth to benefit your health. So I'm here, man, we family, I hope this helps. But I'm mad I didn't call and ask you about yourself. From create to devastating the peoples that dilate. So you still can't be stopped while you lounge to escape. You said, rock a kick a clean cut for me. So it's the R-O-B, the O-N-E.
A tribute to the man called Rob One now. Sent to the sky for a bird's eye view. A poem dedicated to a man I knew. A tribute to the table and the spray can style. Running out of time, then the time runs out. I'm running through the past as I take a time outside. Inside out as the rhyme climbs out fly. Finding our way through the fog somehow. Some of us feel kinda stunned but must feel so suddenly feel. But the love of us feels with the thunderous feel right under our heels. Off the top of the chest as you properly rest. Gratitude is all I have. In the 9-2, mega trendsetters was the tape. Memories stick like a piece of tape. Taped to my heart as a friend departs, but never really leaves when the leaves fall down off the trees. Our sound as the breeze blows round with the free throw sound of the cuts Rob's thrown down. Tribute to the man called Rob One now. Tribute to the man called Rob One now. A musical hero.
Active at the intro, supporting the global set. Keeping the record revolving, the underground vet. Spinning the acetators, we take place in history. Instantly ingrained in the minds of those who beat the design. Cross-fading, complementing the energy, now the symmetry. Projects drop, got rocked, the beat never stops. Rob One, intricate part of the heart of the underground. Your presence is evident, this gathering's a testament. We're celebrating your remembrance through several sentiments. So you live in infinite through rhythm and vocal instrument.
Robert Corey, your store was infinite, I'm sending you my love, man. You play my records in the club, man. You got the diggers into dub, man. The subterranean, heavy, mystic form you brought. Have my vocal thought and tongue tied in a knot. This is the side we fought for, I got more in aim. You straighten out the J and arrow the M in my name. Reclaim fame in the form of pain. Memories never faint, never trying to be someone we ain't traveling, unraveling the babbling of the junk. Any MC that claimed to be true and never show was a punk. They said that's what you would say. I'm catching a fade, drinking in your honor today. You'd want me to get laid and hit it and split it, kill with multiples artistically sprayed. Let the can you blast it, leaving it classic displayed. I see your fly ID, I know you're past death. Every day we were seconds shorter of our last breath.
Rest in peace, R-O-B-O-N-E. Rest in peace, R-O-B-O-N-E.
Although I walk through the valley of the shadow, I fear no battle. Intergalactical space travel, 6 feet beneath gravel. Later days pushing up daisies from a grave. Because I be with more loved ones that are alive at this age. I send love to rage. Mortality, morbid thoughts, more cyborg implants, iniquity, pestilence, war rattles, equal eye and cattle. According to scripture, there's a bigger picture on the wall picture. Since antiquity, man has sought ubiquity. It's a cold, cruel world in this big city, and I'm a cold scholar. Paper hate you for your family for $1. Since there's a better place, I can't blame you for leaving, Robert. To be a true G, take flight, soldier, saw the gun, yo, my staunchest supporter, microchips. From beyond this disorder, we broke bread, we drank water, we kept it live every quarter of the year. Love and peace, pioneer. Be with you when I get there.
Alright, let's talk about dying. Laughing, drinking, and crying. If I said I had nothing good to say, I'd be lying. Rob 1 was death defying. I'll see you when we all get designed. I can't keep bullshitting in hell frying. Trying to float like the sun with the shine. Creative energies, fluctuating designs. For the poor, hungry, homeless, and dying. Rob 1 forever in my mind. I can't keep bullshitting with your Rob. You're gonna be gone. But B-A-C-E gon' love you from the south to the east to the north. Homes. We gon' cry. And when your day come around, we gon' say Rob 1 was crazy, and we miss him West Coast to LA.
Rob 1. Rock on. 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 Rob 1.
Third or fourth generation smoking cigarettes, but not till my pops died did I think to quit. Still I chain smoke back to back while writing raps, while living life, ignoring the voice inside. This morning looking in the mirror at my eyes, I finally realized this song could be easily dedicated to me. Now when I think of Rob 1, I think about scratching. Passion for hip hop, spray paint colors clashing. Dedication to the scene and dropping underground classics. Rob 1 forever live on.
Love's last challenge. The mechanics of the corpse versus the technical. The reaction of the spirit separating through mammals. Electric harmonic balancing when the Swan Lake ballerina opens her wings. Then life reflects on us in loving memory of Rob 1. From dusk to DJ Dawn, rhythmic to the shape-shifting Krylon, to the heart-crushing tears that fly down to Rob 1, the man who shook these city streets. Los Angeles, Rob 1 mean streak with CBS. And the day weighs more when somebody's missing, but somebody has a seat in the sky. Let them fly, open your wings and look out for us. Blue skies full of fields of dust.
The pressure of serenity, embrace tunnels for eternity. To lotus from its complexity, then cherish your energy. Yours to me and ours to thee, because we again are destined to meet. When my concrete dimensions finally deplete, to combine and complete individual dark crystals, living in unfinished, feeble loopholes. Those are worthless, horrors finger silent, and all that is violent is opposite of you. Now we communicate through what's forever in view.
Yo, shall I talk about the old gray area days? You play the instrumentals, I set them ablaze. Or should I talk about when we mashed the unity? Willie Small J, I think assault and you and me. El Hacienda, we probed the whole spot. When you vanished and your truck was left sitting in the parking lot. 3 a.m., I had to wake up the homegirl. The next day I found out you were stranded with Earl. Or should I talk about the first vinyl I dropped? I got the test press and took it up the beat non-stop. It pissed you off. You said, Drew, where's the cut? I said, Midas was gone. You said you should've hit me up, stupid. I said, well, now I know, but I didn't know about the chemo and why you wore your hair low. I heard you left and it crushed me to death. I started thinking, had I told you how I felt myself? And then came the
lotus of the opus on the whole. I'll recall the last show we rocked, Filet of Soul. I stepped off stage, you hugged me tight and said, love you, man. I said you too and kept it moving cause I had to.
Somber moments warrant the stronghold. The long road to inner peace starts here. Dark tears and sons consent to rob one's ascension to another dimension. No more wincing in pain. Tapes will bear the name. Long after the song titles are rubbed off, you came shrugged off. The outer core to be absorbed by the LA underground and strengthen its life force. Remorse for what? Forever rewinding the live cuts, keeping the big butts on the cover. Then transfixed by the face and remembrance of my brother in the culture.
I just listened to another fresh mix you made. My A1 graph homie known you since 6th grade. Taught me how to rock these drop shadows and fades. Bombing Fairfax handball courts after mixtape trades. I love you, I miss you, I wish you were here. Stereo spirit transcend with nothing to fear. The world is now yours, so take what you wanna. I'm sorry about the things that happened down in Tijuana. Soaring into sunsets on newfound feathers. I'ma carry on the power of a mega trendsetter.
It's incredible how a man can speak with his hands and captivate a multitude of beings with a can. True cultural icons shall forever carry on, whether or not they caught within the eye of the storm. Nothing's promised forever, yet legacies are, and every being created must return to the stars. Spiritual understanding is beyond the bizarre, but it's the very cornerstone of exactly who we are. Somewhere within the dark matter, the heavens had parted to open where the origin of life had all started. One child had returned to a source of love honed to a single point where the ancestors own thrones. Rob, you can now overlook what you have condoned. Forever through my music shall your presence be shown. Although you felt alone with no relatives to phone, you had a family of friends to help discuss the unknown. None of the work that you did was ever done in vain. Rob one shapeshifters, remember the face and the name.
It was back in 91 when I first met the grand, incredible DJ Rob, O-N-E. Back when Chemist Mark 7 and my man Charlie united committees and sold up shoes with dark leaf trees. You came over, the hunt was on that Red October. You was true like the light, you never gave a cold shoulder. Fast forward to 1996 for sure, rocking that New Year's Eve party at the Troubadour. Remember that conversation, speaking no DJs in the slump. And when that fight broke out, we shouted, get the fuck out, chumps. I'm not a liar, y'all can ask my man Cognito Dyer. When that kid got his face cracked with bottles stuck to a flyer, they call me Saint Mark, Neo Messiah, I don't miss. To my man Bobby Wood, you're the new name on my list of figures receiving libations from my liquor with bliss. Rest in peace, my man, no bullshit, send it out with a kiss. Like as if y'all was really knowing DJ Rob on the drop. And even posthumously, homie, you just can't be stopped. You just can't be stopped. You never can't be stopped. It's St. Mark, rhythm rockin', and we rock non-stop, so keep on. So keep on.
Assalamu alaikum. Watch me break my leg when I kick this one. Check the fly ID. Hello, my name is Rob One, spelled out in the stars. Wild style, capitals, top to bottom, and arrows going everywhere in three-dimensional exit. Shapeshifters is forever. Never again will they forget to remember the man. I put it up in the sky so you can notice the man on the moon. Andy Kaufman, and the sun went down, we put it down. You spun the table round, the records of time, sign language vinyl, and turn the whole party out, and the crowd went crazy. The good die young when we live too fast, so the time runs out, and you know that now. Why does it take such a tragedy to move a party right, to bring a crew together? When people got beef, they cross each other out. The suckers got no respect. We need an asshole manager so we don't get pimped by these bogus promoters. We got more mad at the world when the girls get cold. There's a style war going on over there, but it wasn't for those meddling kids. When the greed meets the needs of the guinea pigs, experimented on by unexperienced students with morphine syringes, making you passive. The county hospital's a joke. Dial 911, it's a painful psychedelic death. May we prevail in the afterlife. May the force be with you, but it's hard to hang on when everyone's dying of cancer. When your life's on the clock and it takes $10,000 to make the doctor talk. Wake up the dead, the nurses get naked, pump up the jam, and you know what we like. Everyone gets sad, we live another day to appreciate every breath that we take. Take a second out of your wonderful life to say hello to the ones that you love, but the people love you and hate you the same. There's no guarantee that you will see them again. It's the only remedy to the disease. Is there a cure when you got no pounds? Life is rugged and wild. Is there a b-boy heaven for DJs like you and MCs like me. Lots of pretty girls, old spray cans, tombstones covered in color, breakers, rocking the floors, painting the trains, digging the crates. You on the twos, but it's choking me up. I would like to thank you for hooking it up and putting it down. We are reborn. Throw your hands